Joining us now is the firm's General Counsel and CCO, Katherine Dowling. Katherine, congratulations. I imagine there are a few champagne bottles getting decorked right now, but what's next? It's really only now that the hard work starts, right?
Yes, Bonnie, thank you so much for having me. It has been a whirlwind. It is an historic moment. We've been getting after this for many, many years. Great to hear Commissioner Persh. I could listen to her all day. But you're right, Bonnie. Right now is when all of the issuers, and there are a number of us, everybody needs to make sure that they're not going to be the one that has the Boeing door plug, right? So everybody's been testing, everybody's been making sure everything works, and we're feeling really good. We're feeling really confident, but we are also trying to take a little bit of time to enjoy the historic moment here for a spot Bitcoin ETF. Very exciting.
So, Katherine, 11 may start trading tomorrow, or in the next day or two. And I'm curious as to what your target would be for inflows. What would you need in order to survive? And I'll point out here that you're the lowest fee one at the moment at 20 basis points after the first 6 months.
Yeah, and we're very happy to be in that lowest fee position. We do believe that although the estimates are all over the place, to be sure, we do believe that there is a lot of investor interest out there. We base that in historic fact, followed by a number of other ETF issuances that have occurred in the past. We are at heart a research organization led by Matt Hogan. He is an ETF expert. So he's been out there talking to advisors for years now. So we feel that we've got a really good pulse on the interest that's out there. And we feel like we're in a really great space, and we're excited to get this launched tomorrow.
Well, one of the things about ETFs is that, money can trade extremely fast, and there is a bar, right? Of the 11 that may start trading, it's not for sure that they'll all exist in a year's time. What would you need in order to keep existing?
Well, you do want to be out there in the field and talking to advisors, right? So we have a relationship with, we've got relationships with thousands of advisors. We will be out there. Our sales team will be talking to them, telling them about our product, telling them about the fact that we're crypto specialists, that we've been in this for many years. So we will be doing that, having that dialogue. Now that we have, effective registration statement, we can be out there. We can be explaining how we're different, and then we will see what happens with the entire field. But you're right, there are a number of us out there, but that's actually really good for investors. You don't need to have only one. You get a better price point and you get better differentiation. And then it's up to the investor to choose and to look and to see the market and decide what's right for them and what's going to be the best choice for them to add some Bitcoin exposure to their portfolio, because many have been waiting for this.
Right. Well, now, Bitcoin itself, it traded above $47,000. It's back at 46,618, still up about 1.5%. A couple of the exchanges, I saw Coinbase, for example, after hours up more than 6%. But if you were an advisor or somebody at home or an institution, how would you value a Bitcoin right now? What is fair value?
I think obviously the price right now has a lot baked in, and it's been fluctuating around the margins with some of the fake news has caused some ups and downs around it. But I think we're pretty fair in the market right now. And then when we'll see as we go forward, we'll see the interest with the ETF, and I think that will kind of move it forward. I think we'll see a big year for Bitcoin in 2024.
Oh, I'm sure you do, but sometimes the ETF movements have absolutely nothing to do with the Bitcoin movements, right? I mean, unless you sort of hold and store and it's a reflection of the actual value of Bitcoin. I mean, how does the value of the buying and selling of your ETF, how will that be reflected in what Bitcoin itself does?
Well, basically, what we're going to see is what we think is that this is going to create even more interest in Bitcoin. And we think that the price will rise from there based on the interest. That's what we see happening.
There may have been red flags that Gary Gensler is scared of. We know that he's against exchanges, at least. He said that today in his statement when, he said that basically this happened because of the Grayscale court case, that was the only reason, that because of that court case and its findings, that's why the 11 had to get the go-ahead. What are some of the red flags that Gary Gensler doesn't like?
Well, what we've seen from Gensler, from the chairman, is that he has some concerns around the exchanges, the Bitcoin exchanges, feeling that there is not enough separation between the different business units. And that's something that he's been saying in the market for a long time. And he is definitely behind the scenes having conversations with them and trying to have a dialogue about how to make that move in a direction where the SEC will have more comfort with how they work operationally.